Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm starting a new series, which is actually a replacement series for the Lordcraft series that I started a couple of weeks ago. We only got to episode 4, and I kind of stopped because there were a few issues to work out, such as those big chunk loading issues. I mean, I'm just talking as if you know what I'm talking about here. Obviously, if you never saw that series, this means nothing to you. But regardless, I decided to take time out, fix up the pack that I'd been putting together. And then I thought, you know what, I'm putting so much time and effort into this, it would be a shame if I was the only one that could use it. So I started putting more effort into making it so that the viewer would be able to download it and play along, should you decide that you like the look of the pack. So that's exactly what I did. I've been putting it together on a Technic launcher, and I have got permissions for all the mods, bar 2, which I'm just waiting for a response for. I'm hoping that I'll get them soon. If not, I'll have to remove the 2 mods from the pack. But I've not released it yet anyway, so I'm not violating anyone's copyright there. And I don't want to, hence why I've got all the permissions. We have double the amount of mods now. I think when I started this series we had 69 mods. We now have around 130, including 2 of my own. I started modding. I've made 2 mods and I've included them in the pack, which is really awesome. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to start a new series based on the new pack, 130 plus mods. As you can see on the screen right now, I've decided to call it Lordcraft because, well, it's me and it's based on medieval stuff and I'm Lord Dan and it kind of makes sense. And then I've called it Your Tale because I wanted it to sort of follow a story in a sense, although that's not quite ready yet. The idea is, as I explained in the last series if you saw it, the pack is based around ancient warfare, which allows you to do research and then eventually hire peasants to do work for you. So you can have a farmer, you can have a lumber, you know, all that kind of stuff, and it's based around that. But I want it to be where you would sort of work your way up from nothing to becoming a lord, or rather a vassal of the king, and own your own village and all this stuff. And I'm going to use the hardcore quest mode to add quests, which I'm working on, but it's not available yet, so it won't be available straight away. And kind of go from there and build a story into it. So it's not just a mod pack where you just play and do stuff. You actually follow on sort of some quests which lead to stories, and you build up and progress in that sense. So that's the general idea. At the time of actually recording, the pack isn't yet available. Like, as I said, I've got 2 more permissions to find. Do a tiny bit more testing. This is what this series is all about, as well as I'm actually running this from my test version rather than the closed alpha version that I've released to a couple of friends on Technic. This is my test version that doesn't even touch Technic, so there could be bugs that are not yet seen in a version available to you, if you know what I mean. I'm a version ahead in this series, so if we do happen to crash at any point, then I know what's going on, I can fix it, so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm blabbling on. I've been talking for 3 minutes now and already we've had no action, so we're going to get straight into it. I highly recommend, when you create your new world, allow commands or cheats, whatever you want to call them, on. There is a reason for this, and I'll explain in a minute. Well, you don't have to, but there is a command that you can use to pre-generate your world, which is very useful because this mod pack has a lot of world gen, which can be the laggiest part of actually loading the world and world gen, all that stuff. It's up to you if you want to play on world type default, but I have included the alternate terrain generation mod because I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. It makes the world so much more awesome. So I'm going to go for that as well. So I'm going to name the world Lordcraft Your Tale, and I'm going to pause while we generate this because, like I said, there's a lot of world gen and it will take a while. So I'm just going to hit enter, let it generate, and I shall be back in a moment. Okay guys, we're in. I've got seagulls flapping around above my head, making lots of noise. So the first thing I'm going to do, just before we do anything, is just quickly jump into creative mode temporarily. Make sure our difficulty is on hard. Yes, it is. Resource pack, by the way, I'm using Chivalry version 2. It's a dark medieval fantasy pack, and it's awesome. It's a 16-bit texture pack. You are extremely noisy, but we must be near the ocean biome then, if I'm hearing seagulls, surely. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, brilliant texture pack, 16 pixels. The reason I'm going for a 16 pixel texture pack is because you are noisy. Can you be quiet, please? Let's tone you guys down a little bit just before we begin. Should have prepared. Should have prepared, I know. Hostiles can be a little bit higher up because I need to hear you. Players and me. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm using a 16-bit texture pack because I like the these custom texture packs to sort of blend with modded stuff, mod blocks added by mods, which are all using default texture packs and stuff. So that's the reason I'm going for this texture pack. It also has custom sounds. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear me walking on the grass there. I've changed my volume, so I'm sure you guys can hear it, whatever. But anyway, the reason I've gone into creative, I digress, is because I've added a mod called Chunk Gen, which allows you to pre-generate the world around you, which is extremely useful because there's a lot of world gen in this, so the chunk loading can be a bit slow. Anyway, it goes /chunk gen, your x coordinate, y coordinate, the width in chunks, height in chunks, and then the dimension. So for the x and y coordinates, you can actually use this little swiggle, which basically means my current x coordinate, and again my current y coordinate. I'm going to generate up to 50 chunk radius around me in width. I'm going to do the same again in height, and the dimension is the overworld, and that is 0. Hit enter. It'll appear that nothing's actually happening, but if you tab out, if you've only got one monitor, and look at your console, you'll see that the console is going crazy saying it's loaded chunk grid x, y, dimension 0 over and over and over and over again. And this can take a while. It takes about 3 minutes to do 100 chunk radius. I've only done 50 just to speed up a bit, so it'll take about a minute and a half on my processor anyway. So I'm going to give it a minute and I shall be back once it's finished. Okay guys, we're back. As you can see in the little chat log there, it says chunk generation is complete. So that is finished. So I'm just going to quickly set the time back to day because we've had to wait a bit of time there. And finally to set our game mode back to 0. Now straight away, my first has already gone down. That's a bit of a bummer. I'm going to need to get a drink straight away then. I have got both hunger and thirst mods installed, as well as the spice of life mod installed, which means that you can't eat the same foods over and over and over again and expect to get the same nourishment. So it's very hard. Obviously, if you don't like those mods, just remove them from the pack. It's not a problem. Straight away, I want a bit more wood than this. Did you not give me an apple? Oh, let's get a bit more wood. I'll need to make a cup straight away and get ourselves some water. Unfortunately, we have no way of filtering the water to begin with, so we may get poisoned from drinking the water in a similar sense to that of rotten flesh, I guess. So there we go. Can you give me an apple? No, no apple. Apple? No apple. I'm actually really liking this biome we've started in. What is it? Birch forest. Okay, I like that. So let's just go and get all of our essentials. I'm actually missing something actually. Let's quickly do this. This is the crystal ball from Minecraft Comes Alive. Basically allows us to set up Minecraft Comes Alive. Minecraft Comes Alive basically overhauls the villages, makes it so you can get married to them, you can have children, and they all look different. They don't look like those horrible testificates. They don't walk around going "Hah" constantly or any of that rubbish. And you can also hire them to do work for you if you pay them in gold ingots, which is awesome. So I'm a male, interested in females. I want them to address me as Lord Dan as a proper name. I have a family will spawn a house and a wife and a child to begin with. If you click live alone, that will spawn a house with nothing else. If you live in a village, it will spawn a village in your current position. And of course, you can have none of these if you think any of these options is a bit cheaty, which in my case it is, so I'm just going to go for none. And you will end up back where you left off. Okay, we've got a couple of books from different mods straight away. I won't go over those just yet. And so the first thing I want to do is get myself actual specific sticks from the Gannies mod. That's awesome. Let's get ourselves an axe. Let us also get ourselves a cup because we're going to need that. And let us also get ourselves a pick so we can get ourselves some proper tools as soon as possible. I might live in this area, but the question is where. We need to be near water. We need to drink. So the first thing I'll do is take a look around. Oh, you are noisy. Right, let's get some of this because we are going to need to eat and our food will go down quickly. I'm going to refrain from... Is it just me or is that guy really loud? I mean, seriously guys, come on. That is ridiculously loud. Let me just increase the blocks though. I'm sure you can't hear my footsteps. Maybe that seagull's not affected by the volume settings, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Right. Okay, so we've got... I'd rather turn you into flour and cook you, but for now, as I'm desperate for food, how about let's not waste all of that. We can't eat the same food too many times, so let's just get a little bit of bread. And hopefully we can cook the rest. Turn it into flour and cook it, we'll get more out of it. Okay, so continuing on, I'm just going to collect all the food that I can find, because we're going to need it. Where's the water then? We want to be near the water at least. You are a herb garden. These gardens, if you right click them you can pick them up. Is that a beehive? That is a beehive. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the beehive as well. Can I break you with my fist? Mr. Bee. Gotcha. We now have a queen bee. Cool. That's not the bees from the forestry mod, by the way. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, we have a chunk loading issue already. That's a normal Minecraft chunk loading issue. There's nothing I can do about that. Come on, we've got to have water somewhere. What the? Whoa. Ah, water, yes. Okay. Look, 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 look. What? That didn't fill my water up. What the? What in the world? That zombie noise, wow. Okay, I think my GUI's kind of having a mental breakdown there, because it doesn't seem to be showing the correct value. It was working a minute ago. Strange. What happens if I just quickly go get rid of it? No? Really? Strange, I'm not sure what's going on there. Ah, that is a spawner, but that's also a lot of food. And we have water, so maybe this could be a good place to actually settle. Let's get rid of the spawner first, though. There's always a zombie spawner of some kind under here. Let me go ahead and get rid of this, because that'll be a problem. And that, I'm just going to leave there for now. Okay, so this area could be nice. I think we could live somewhere in this area. Let me get some more food. Oh, I right-clicked, my bad. Let's just quickly eat some stuff. That'll do. Right, yeah, this area I think is hospitable. We have water. Looks like there's pumpkins over there. We have a big, I think that's a Forbcraft tree, I think. Yeah, this area is not too bad. I don't want to spend too much time travelling, so yeah, let's settle here. Okay, then let's go ahead and looks like we have no mine available straight away, so we're gonna have to dig our own. I suppose we could start it here. We'll have to live in a hole temporarily to begin with. So let's go ahead, just patch you off. Let's make sure we can get up and down. We'll have some steps here. Piggy! Right, let's clean the area up and we'll make a little house. Ooh, is that a berry bush? Yes, very good. Okay, let's get rid of this tree first, which is going to take a while because we've got tree capitator on, but at least it gets rid of the whole tree. Come on. Oh, sorry pig, I didn't realise you were on the tree. I didn't realise he was on top of the tree there. My bad. Right, so we've got berry bushes, which is fantastic. Yeah, but nighttime will be here soon, so let's go ahead and try and get ourselves a little space to live in. There we go, and get some stone as well so we can upgrade our tools. Probably could have done with a shovel, but never mind. In fact, if we go ahead and throw down... is this water going to work yet? No, have you actually bugged out? Okay, let me just save and quit and come back in, and then we'll see what happens. That's if it doesn't take too long to load. Now that I've actually rendered the world, I'm hoping it won't. Have you still bugged? What's going on here? Very strange. It worked a minute ago. I literally just tested it. I'm a bit confused as to what's going on there. Very unusual. Right. I'll look into that momentarily. Oops. So first thing I want to do then, let's get ourselves a shovel, because most of this is behind dirt. So we're going to clear this out. Yeah, our first little hidey hole. I have just realised, however, that we do not have a bed. And, oh, just as I said that, how lucky is that? Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a camper over here. Oh, that's fantastic. This is fantastic because he has a bed, and I'm going to take it. Sorry. He does trade though. Fur boots. That's not the greatest of deal ever, to be honest. And you're just a decorative campfire. I'm not going to do anything there. You're probably going to die real soon anyway, when all the bad stuff comes out. But at least I now have a bed, so that's great. Let's go ahead and put you down just there. Let's go ahead and make some doors. Ooh, birch doors look fancy, but you can't see out of them, so that's kind of meh. Oops. Okay. Can I drink yet? What in the world is going on with that drink? Let me just reboot the entire client. Okay guys, I'm back in. It seems that the health bar has now seemed to have fixed itself. We'll see when it starts to go down. Oh no, now it's just magically gone back to that. Can I drink now though? Oh, okay, now it seems to have fixed itself. So that's strange, I'm not sure what happened there. But it seems to be working again now, and luckily we didn't get poisoned there. The bed served its purpose, and I love the way the light is on this resource pack. You'll see what I mean more when I get some torches, but it's brilliant. You can see the way the light just comes in, and I don't even have, I mean, if I go into video settings, I've got lighting smooth on minimum, and the smooth level are really quite low, so I'm trying to get the most performance out of this as I can, and it's just really, really good. But anyway, let's carry on. Now that the first is working properly, because we have a bit of a problem. Now, I've got the first mod, as you know, because we've had an issue with it already. We have the hunger mod, as we know, because I need to eat already. And so that means we need to eat. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, so, get a hoe and plant some stuff. Yeah. Unfortunately, no, that's not going to work. You can't build or craft a hoe until you reach iron. You know, just to make it a little bit harder and to rub it in. Because I don't like an easy game. So we need to find some iron as quickly as possible. Now, we could either dig our own mine right now, but we might starve to death during doing that. Or we could go on a little exploration and see if we can find a little open cave. And I love that you can get birch chests. Gaddy's mods, I mean, they're so simple but so brilliant. Anyway, let's chuck some stuff down then. Let's chuck the blocks down. I don't need these, don't need that. Don't need the bee saplings or the mushroom right now, or the books. I don't need all of that, but we've got some food on us should we need it. And let's go ahead and make ourselves the furnace. Like that, and then we shall go ahead and cook up some it's the way around, isn't it? Cook up some charcoal so we can light the base up a little bit, and we can also cook some meat. And I don't want to kill too many of these cows. I would much rather breed them, but for now I'm kinda having no choice, and I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Pig. An oak sapling, you've replanted yourself. I don't want that. How many more pigs do we have around? I'm not sure how many pigs we have. See, I don't want to go hurting them all. We've got one more there. There's one more over there. I know we've got nutmeg growing on there, but that's not really going to fill us up. But we do still have all of this, but we can't eat that repeatedly. That's my thinking. Okay, so we've got some charcoal. Let's throw the meat in. This stuff here is, let me just make sure that... where is it? Right, are you in recipe mode? Let me just make sure you are in recipe mode. That's the one thing I did forget to do. There we go. Right, so now if I press R, sorry, right click. This crafting clay can be dropped from mobs, and it basically allows you to make all of the things from Decocraft, which are non-functional, other than a few crates that crate's usable. And they're all just decorative items, but there's some really nice medieval stuff in here. As you can see, like, you've got tanning racks, sharpening stones, and we can use that to decorate our towns later on. So, just explaining what that is. Let's go ahead and get a couple of torches. We've got cooked pork chop now, which is great. Is that all of my wood gone? Did I use it all up? Looks like it. Let's get a few more sticks, a few more torches, and are we good to go? We could do with eating a little bit of food. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and see if we can find... Oh, zombie. Rotten flesh, okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a drying rack. What are you doing in here, centipede? Go away. Okay, let's get ourselves a drying rack, but we're going to need some more wood first. So let's go ahead and... I'm not going to chop that tree down because you've got nutmeg growing on it. Oh, that was clever. Let's chop this one down. This one's nice and small. Yeah, let's chop this one down. Should have upgraded my axe, but never mind. So I'm going to get some wood. I'll make a drying rack, which will allow us to dry out rotten flesh into some kind of monster jerky, which will act as food, so it's very useful to have. Now I think it was... Can I remember the recipe? I don't think that I can. Let me... drying... There we go. And the recipe is at slabs. Okay, fair enough. That'll allow us to make 2 drying racks, which is fine by me. Rotten flesh, place it on there, and it'll dry out into a usable food. Awesome. Let's go and upgrade our pick. There we go. Let's move this stuff up. Axe, you're an extra pick. Let's also get ourselves, before we go on a little adventure, a sword. Oops. And I suppose if we're going out of weapons, let's also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a shield. And this will allow me to also just mention quickly, there are a couple of conflicting recipes, and without access to the source, and if the recipe can't be changed from a config, etc., there's no way I could really change it to my knowledge. So I have put a mod in called No More Conflicting Recipes, which allows you to scroll free. So there's a little free here. That means that there's 3 objects that can be crafted with this recipe. So if there is a conflicting recipe, or you put a recipe in and you don't get what you was expecting, make sure to click this button. But it only works on a vanilla Minecraft crafting table though. So let's go ahead now and get our shield. I'm just going to go and equip my sword and shield in my RPG slots, which can be accessed by pressing R by default, like so. And we should be good to go on our adventure. That will keep this slot clear as well, having that, so that's great. To get rid of the stuff we don't need. Is my water not going to go down again? I'm going to be really annoyed if it doesn't. And I should probably switch foods. Not eaten recently. See, the nutritional level's going down a bit. I need to start eating other stuff. Right then, okay, enough wasting time. Let's go and find a cave. And I'm going to try and avoid sprinting, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to die. But at the same time, I don't want to go too far away because I'm not familiar with the area. We'll use this time to collect some food as well. And okay, that mouse just did a poop, and I just, I picked it up. Yeah, a block of poop. Oh dear. But yeah, we can use it to make fertilizer. And yeah. Okie dokie then. Any more food? There's another berry bush. I can pick that up. I really do like the sound effects that this resource pack uses. They're really good. Come on, there's got to be a cave around here somewhere. There's plenty of food on that tree. We're getting into a hilly area. There's got to be a cave somewhere. Textile. Okay, grab those. Ah. You a cave? You're not really the cave I was thinking of, but you are kind of a cave. Let's have a quick peek. Okay, we've got stalactites in our way. Sorry, stalactites. Stalactites. Ah, another berry bush. Definitely be taking that. Why is there no caves? A couple of chickens. I don't really want to kill all the chickens though. Really? No caves? Some more food there. I'll have the food. And now my water's going down. Yeah, water's working now. That's good. Aha! Plenty of berry bushes. So none of this is really healing me up too much. That's going to be an issue for us. What else we got? Grapes. Okay, let's take all the berry bushes. If I can turn them into berry medleys as well, that'd be great. Food right now is our mission, because you can clearly see that food and thirst is a very big deal in this pack. I like a bit of a challenge, you know. And there we go. Let's keep looking around. Right, come on, there's got to be a cave somewhere. Okay, we've got cows in the area too, that's great. I don't really want to be killing animals for meat just yet though, because if we leave ourselves with none, we're going to be in a very difficult situation later on. Why are there no caves? And now it's coming night time. Really? Are there really no caves around here? Oh dear. Is this where we... Is this the edge of our swampy bit? I think it is. Okay, so we're living in a boggy swamp area. Kind of. Right, let's head back to base so we can sleep. I just realised I could have actually took that bed with me, but never mind. Ow. See, my thirst goes down so quick when sprinting, so it's a good idea not to sprint. And that poison does... That's not what I wanted that to happen. Why do you keep putting that out there? Okay, let's... Oh wow, that's dark. Let me put down a torch. I'll put one there. Let's put one over here as well. Let's sleep. Okay. Are you dry yet? No, you're still rotten flesh. You hadn't actually dried yet. Oh, my bad. It actually tells you how long it takes. I didn't notice. My bad. In that case then, I suppose we're going to have to dig our own mine, which is a real pain. Do you guys really want to see me build a mine? Probably not. So... yeah, I'll pause while I dig my way down. I'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, quickly, as we are running out of time, I have found a little bit of iron. Didn't get very far. I found a really nice pocket of coal down there as well, as you can see. Actually found some dense coal ore, which was fantastic. So straight away I'm just going to throw these in here. We're going to cook this up so we can make a hoe, and whilst that does its... oh, hello. Wrong key. No. Disappear, please. Okay, cool. I was going to say, I planted all those berry bushes, by the way, because I'm desperate for food. So we're going to try and find some seeds. Hopefully we can find some. I've got 2 carrots on me, so hopefully we can plant those. But now I find a small cave. Then again, it doesn't really look like much of a cave. Come on, there's got to be some seeds. I'm sure you get seeds from punching still, unless that changed as well. I'm kind of hoping not. Why are we not getting any seeds? I'm sure I don't need to use the hoe to get seeds. Unless I'm overlooking that detail. Okay, let's go and create a hoe just in case. Right. I don't really want to be carrying all this iron around, but I suppose I can make an iron sword. Either way, we now have a hoe. I'm just thinking, what can I throw away? So I need to store. What I need to do really is make another chest. I keep forgetting. We've got the wood to do that. Okay, so let's take that, throw that down, and there we go. Now we can put everything away. First things first. Let's go ahead and let's do it over here. Can I plant carrots? Yes, I can. Excellent. Am I going to get any seeds or not? I really need seeds. Why am I not getting any seeds? I have a feeling that this has changed the way that we get seeds. Which is fine, I was just unaware of it. I'm probably just being stupid though, unless I'm just forgetting it. Yeah, seeds. Definitely been changed. And I'm quite obviously forgetting to what. And there's the main body of water. I knew we were there somewhere. Okay, at least I'm finding food. Anyway, I'm going to head back to base. And I think that's it for this episode. Slow episode as always are for the first episodes I guess, but in the next one we can start doing something a little more interesting. I'll do a little bit of mining off camera because that's always boring to watch, unless I find something interesting obviously. Until then though, thanks for watching, hope you did enjoy it, and I shall see you shortly.